Welcome back to CN2 Sports. You know, pitcher and catcher are two of the most important positions on any baseball and softball team. Mastering one of them is pretty cool. Mastering both, as Casey Cust reports, is worthy of being our latest All-Star of the Week.
Mallory McGrath is one of two seniors on the Campbell County softball team. She's the Camels' starting pitcher, but just last season she was on the other side of the plate.
When I was catching, I would notice where the batters would stand in the box, and then I would, decide where to pitch it based on that. So I took those skills I learned catching and I use it for pitching, and so it's helped me out a lot.
And she just likes to be involved, and I think obviously this pitcher is the most involved. So that catcher would probably be secondary to that, and I feel that that's why she's taken this on. She just, not that she's one that likes to be on the show, the star of the show, but she likes to be in control, and that certainly is the role that the pitcher has.
Mallory tells me she thinks she's a better catcher because she's caught more than she's pitched. She loves both, but gets the best opportunity to lead from the mound.
It's kind of different because I love throwing girls out at second and making really good plays at the plate, but I also love striking girls out and just seeing their faces when they strike out.
I like to see her in the pitcher's role just because I know that what we've got out there. She's secondary is the catcher, where she's more or less calling the game and she's more or less handling what the pitcher's throwing, but she takes control, has more control, and that's where I like to see her.
Whether it's catcher, pitcher, first base, Mallory's done it all. She's made plays all over the field, and she gives partial credit for her versatility to the years she spent playing baseball with the boys.
When I was younger, I played on a boys baseball team. I was one of two girls on the baseball team, and so you have to be able to move around because you have to make sure that you have to improve yourself and make sure you're good enough for them. So if you show them that you can do anything, then they'll respect you.
A lot of times with kids at this age, if they're playing slow pitch, they're not seeing the speed of the ball. They're not seeing that type of aggressiveness on the field with stealing and running the bases and this, that, and the other. And I think that playing on a boys team, you certainly see that. And I think that's probably where this is filtered in.
Playing with the boys certainly doesn't get all the credit, though. Coach Kitchen says Mallory is fueled by a love of the game.
She's very athletic. I mean, she's, I know she's been a gymnast in the past. She's flexible, but I think the biggest thing about Mallory is that she loves this game and she has a passion for it. You don't find that with softball, fast pitch softball, because it's not a sport that a lot of kids like to play because it's very difficult to get into the higher level games, higher level teams. And she found a team that she's played on in the summer, and I think that she's embraced that and she has a passion, and that's what makes her, love this game, and it makes her play hard.
For CN2, I'm Casey Cust.